All right, you guys, welcome to April's predictions for love and romance. So I decided to do it a little bit differently. If you're watching this, you already know what this is going to be for, but I don't know the order of which I want to pull signs or pull cards for signs. Can I talk today? Happy Sunday. But I'm going to shake this little jar and pick a couple of signs for today, and those will be the signs that I will be filming for. So this is for you, whatever lucky sign you are that gets to go first. Let me give my hand a little swirl and we'll grab this one. So we have Aries, Piriana. So we're starting it off with Aries. Now this is interesting because we're like literally beginning Aries season right now. And so I feel like it's only fitting that Aries would go first for April's love prediction. What's coming in love and romance for the sign of Aries. So I'm going to keep these to the side also, guys, so that I know what signs I did first, what signs I didn't do yet, etc., etc. Period. All right, so let's get in tune. I hope everybody's doing well. I know it's been a hot minute since there's been a video posted on this channel, but your girl needed a little hiatus. Nothing new there. March was a little bit, I don't know, guys. Pisces season, it came and it hit me. It did some damage. I was like, what is going on? All right, for the Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What is the word for April 2022 in love and romance? I cannot even shuffle. It's been a little while, you guys. I'm getting back into the flow today. Okay, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What is going on in love and romance for Aries in April 2022? Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. My fire, baby. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, can we get one card? Overall, what is love and romance looking like for Aries? We have trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. At the back, we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So Aries, I see that there's going to be a lot of healing happening for you in the month of April. I also feel like you may be dealing with or acknowledging some type of trust issues in the month of April, whether you are in a relationship or whether you're not, but you just realize that maybe, like, all right, think of it this way, right? Like if you're not in a relationship, but you feel like you're not quite ready for one, right? Think to yourself, like, what is the reason or what are the reasons that I don't feel ready? I feel like for some of you guys, there's a deep rooted trust issue, or there are deep rooted trust issues. There may be more than one that stems from like a family dynamic or stems from like your experience growing up. Now, healing family issues, it doesn't have to be just your parents, right? It could be anybody who you considered family to you at some point in time. They may have broken your trust, or they just may have, contributed to certain experiences that caused you to lose faith in love and romance and happiness. But I do see that in the month of April, you are going to be asked by your guides, by the universe, by God, to have some more faith, right? To trust what's happening, to trust the divine timing, the divine flow of how things are going. Again, this pertains to you whether you are in a relationship or not. I'm going to sit this one here, you guys, just to do it. But let's see. Let's get a little bit deeper and let's see what's going on for Aries. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node for April 2022. What is the word? What's happening in love and romance for Aries? In March. Oh, in March. Oh my gosh, we're in March. Maybe this is happening for you guys now. Maybe it's starting a little early in April of 2022. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. What is happening in love and romance when it comes to love and romance for Aries? Ooh. All right, we got three. We got karmic relationship, we got love, and we got twin flames. That is freaking intense. At the back, I'm sorry, you guys, my cats, they shed like nobody's business. And every time I see like a little hair, it just makes me cringe and I have to wipe it. So, back to the antics. So we have girl talk as the overall energy. And this says time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment and having fun. So I was kind of picking up on that energy that some of you guys that are tuning into this video, you may be single in the month of April. You may be single now, right? And it doesn't mean that you can't still have love and romance coming in for you. It just means that it's not the situation at this time, right? But whatever your situation is, happily single or happily in a relationship, I feel like you're going to be spending a lot of time with your friends. This girl talk is kind of giving me vibes of like, almost like, you know, that giddy feeling that, like, I don't know if guys can relate to this, if any guys are tuning into my channel, but like for the women out there, right? Guys, if you know, you can drop a comment and let me know too. But for the women out there, you know, when like something good happens and you're like chopping it up with your friends, like, ooh, girl, yeah, I met this boy, or excuse me, if you're old enough, I met this man, you know what I mean? Hopefully we're not meeting boys anymore. We're meeting men. But you know, ooh, girl, I met this man and he's everything. He's a whole vibe. You know, it was a nice chemistry, whatever the case may be. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with that girl talk energy. It's like, some of you guys are going to be chopping it up with your friends. You're going to be having conversations with people you care about. Girl talk doesn't just mean girl to girl, right? Girl talk is just this energy of conversing and kind of being vulnerable, because in girl talk, you share your feelings with your friends, right? You share your thoughts, your emotions, your circumstances and experiences, or whatever the case may be. So I feel like for you guys, Aries, that's going to be the vibe. You're going to be talking to people about all the good things that's happening for you. But also, as these good things are happening, this energy of trust, they're bringing me back here. Like, you're going to have to trust the process as well, because I feel very strongly, Aries, there's going to be a part of you that wants to kind of reject this. That's a strong word, but that's what they're giving me. Like, you're going to want to reject whatever's coming in for you because you're not going to trust it, right? We have karmic relationship, we have love, and we have twin flames. Some of you guys may have a history with an old partner or an old situation in which it was very karmic. I feel like the month of April, this is going to be coming up for you. And that's why I was saying with that healing family issues, right? Family is just anybody who you consider close to you. It doesn't have to be your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, your cousin, you know what I mean? Your brother, your sister. Literally family, I have best friends that I consider family, right? But because family is the bond, it's not the blood, right? So I say all of that to say, some of you guys may have had a relationship with somebody who you really honored them, you really revered them as family. You trusted them, you gave them a lot of your energy. It turned out to be karmic, meaning that that situation came into your experience or into your life to teach you something. It came so that you can learn, so that you can grow, right? It says fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, learning, lessons, letting go, and loving you. So I see here there's a theme, right? With that happily single, moving on from girl talk and now karmic relationship. It's like some of you guys are going to find that in the month of April, you're moving on from like old energies. Now, this doesn't have to be like the breakup happened yesterday, right? It could be maybe it happened a year or two ago and you're like just now starting to really, you know, find your wits. You're just now really starting to feel like you can be okay again, or feel like you can move on and be where you need to be, right? And then boom, that's when love comes in. And that's why I'm telling you guys, some of you are going to realize that you have trust issues because something's coming in and you really want to reject it. You really want to resist it, right? Love reads unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So you guys are attracting some type of love connection in the month of April. And it looks like what you're attracting is some type of like twin flame dynamic. Now, if you guys know me on this channel, you know I am not the greatest fan of the twin flame dynamic. There's a lot of funny business with like certain YouTube readers and stuff that I've seen over time. And I just feel like this whole concept of twin flames, it really got like mishandled, I'm gonna say. But I do agree that there are some really, really strong soul connections that you're going to encounter in life if you are quote unquote a twin flame. It looks like you guys are, where you're going to be meeting this person who is really connected to you on the deepest of deepest levels. And it reads yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complement each other. So you're going to be meeting / falling in love. They just gave me that phrase, falling in love, with someone who's literally like a really good match for you. You're going to realize that you and this person, you guys just fit each other so well. And Aries, I'm also feeling like that might come across as a little bit scary to you, because it's like maybe you're not used to that. Maybe the person who you had before, or the people you've dealt with before, maybe they were a good fit, or so it seemed, and then they turned out not to be, or they just, you know, their true colors started to reveal themselves after some time. But I do feel like what's coming in for you in April is going to be a good thing. You have to trust the process. So we're going to get into some tarot cards. Okay. And we're going to see what's happening for you guys. We're going to get a little bit deeper. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, what is going on in the month of April 2022 for the Aries when it comes to love and romance? What is happening? What's the word? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node for April 2022. All right, we got the Knight of Wands. Interesting, you guys. I was watching a Virgo reading right before I started pulling cards for you guys today. And the first card that came out for Virgo was the Knight of Wands. I don't know why it's giving me like you might be dealing with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be, but just keep an eye out. That was kind of significant. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Hold on one second. Let's get... Ooh, the World. Okay. Ace of Cups. Okay. And Libra energy. I was going to say balance. Judge. Oh my God, not judgment. Justice. Can I talk today, you guys? Justice. Libra energy. Okay. Overall, for the Aries, we have the Five of Swords. So some of you guys may be feeling, when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, you may be feeling really defeated. Especially mentally, right? Like some of you guys are probably racking your brains like, how did you, I just heard, and I'm going to say it because this is what I literally heard, like, how did I fall for this player? How did I fall for this person? Player was the first word that they gave me. And it's interesting because I feel like it's really stemming from this Knight of Wands energy. It looks like you're having, the universe is giving you some type of opportunity to gain closure over somebody who was pretty non-committal in the past. Now, Aries, this could be you. Right? This could be the universe giving you an opportunity to wrap up that cycle of you being pretty non-committal, you just being here for a good time, not a long time, right? But I feel like this also is stemming from the fact that you've dealt with people like this, and it kind of has like, let's say it kind of like influenced you, I'm gonna say, to kind of pick up the energy yourself. Like, well, it seems to be that these people don't want to commit, or when they commit, they're not really here for like the long-term commitment. They're not really in it to win it. So why should I be, right? I feel like you're being gifted an opportunity to wrap up that cycle in April. And you're being gifted also an opportunity to kind of restore some type of emotional balance. Now with this Ace of Cups, this is giving me vibes of a brand new emotional start, some type of brand new opportunity when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, right? But this is the opportunity now because justice, it talks about good karma, right? It talks about getting your just due. I feel like if you're used to dealing with non-committal energies, that's getting ready to change. You're getting ready to get something that's going to be reciprocal, right? It's this new start that comes once you are going through some type of like season. When I see the different phases of the moon, that tells me that there's a period of time that has to pass before you can get to that point. What I see here is before you can get to this brand new cup of love, you kind of got to wrap up this cycle. Now, again, for some of you, this is getting over and closing out a chapter with somebody who was non-committal. For others of you, this is going to be closing out that personal chapter within yourself where you have become non-committal over some period of time due to your experiences, right? Maybe due to some pain, some trauma, some, I don't want to call it like a negative experience, but an experience that didn't really feel the best to you. And that's okay. I see here that things are definitely going to be balancing themselves out for you. I also am hearing, Aries, that you have to be willing to let it in. Like they're really honing in on this, like it's kind of in your hands. The ball is in your court, which is fine, right? Like you can do what you please, but if you do want great love, I'm here to tell you in April, great love will be showing up for you. And that's on period. So let's wrap up with some last words of love. And let's see what the vibe is going to be. For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node. Spirit, can we get some last messages for Aries when it comes to love and romance in the month of April 2022? Last messages pertaining to love and romance for Aries. I'm going to do it this way because my hands are so tiny. That's okay. Okay, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, we have love endures. Aries, I was just saying this. So we have love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So what I was saying was that maybe for some of you guys, you dealt with people who they were in it to win it. They were not in it for the long run, right? Maybe this is you. Maybe you're not in it to win it. Maybe you're not in it for a long time, only for a good time, right? This Knight of Wands energy. But whoever this is, I feel like Aries, it's being brought to your attention that this is the energy that definitely needs to change. I feel like here also, like you're being guided on your individual spiritual path because this is card number 43, which adds to a 7. So 7 in numerology, it really... Aries, my apologies. I did not even realize that my camera cut off. Storage issues. Nonetheless, we're going to get right back into it. So I was talking about this card here, how it adds to a 7. And 7 in numerology, it talks about your personal spiritual path. And I feel like in your personal spiritual path, you're meant to have a love that's going to endure. It also talks about the fact, or I should say the fact that maybe you're not used to that kind of dynamic where you're in a situation that can withstand the trials and tribulations of, certain experiences, certain things taking place, right? That kind of love where it's like you guys can get through anything. And that's okay, because I do feel like that's what's coming in for you. Again, so long as you let it. They keep bringing me back to that premise, like so long as you let it, so long as you let it, so long as you let it. So Aries, the ball again is really in your court in the month of April, whether you want the love to come or if you are going to block it out. Are you going to close out these chapters and these cycles, or are you going to continue to allow them to perpetuate and never really get the love that you're looking for / deserve, right? Let's see, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, any last messages for love and romance when it comes to April 2022? For Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, any last messages? All right. Why is this in reverse? Oh, because they're all in reverse. Okay, we have ask for help. What do you really need? Be willing to accept support. So Aries, that's a little interesting because I feel like some of you guys are not even fully acquainted with your own needs, romantically speaking, right? Like, what is it that you need from a romantic situation? Do you need commitment? Do you need endurance? Do you need someone that's going to be 10 toes down for you? Like, what is it that you need, right? I feel like all of the experiences that you've gone through when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, they've been kind of teaching you, right? With this karmic relationship, earlier I was saying karmic just means you learned a couple things, you learned some lessons, right? All of these lessons that you've been learning, not only have they helped you to grow on your spiritual path, but they've also helped you to become this person who's like, you know what? I don't want to experience that in love anymore. And I went through that. I don't want to experience that in love no more, right? So when you get clear about the things you don't want, Aries, you also get clear about the things that you do want. It's like by default, that's what happens. And so I feel like asking for help is not literally asking someone to help you, but I feel like it's just really getting clear on what it is that you want in a commitment, in a relationship. And it says be willing to accept the support. Again, it's on you, Aries. The ball is in your court, right? Like, if you are willing to accept this type of love connection, it's here for you. But if not, then you're going to, I don't want to say miss out on this. I feel like what's for you is always going to be for you, but you will delay it inevitably until you feel ready, right? Or until you decide to take a chance on love, whatever that means for you. But Aries, that is what I have for you for April 2022. I like this reading a lot. I felt like this was super significant for someone. Drop a comment if this hit different for you. You guys, I have a whole outro, but you guys, I'm not even in the right energy to keep it the same. I am a Gemini rising, so we're going to switch it up. I love you guys so much. I definitely have some things that I want to, get rolling, and I'm going to talk to you more about these things as time goes on. But for now, enjoy your end of March, enjoy your beginning, middle, and end of April, and I will check in with you guys next week. Love you, Aries.